Hey guys, how you doing? This is Mango etc. and I'm here today to bring you the review for Return of Kings episode 13. Yeah, so let's start with talk about the fight between the Black Dog and Yukari. If you can even call it that, there wasn't much to it. We didn't get to see much. We just saw the ending of it basically. And yeah, there's nothing really much to say about it. I really would have liked more on the fight, more focus on the fight, but obviously we didn't get that. And yeah, so Black Dog wins the fight. He has the opportunity to kill Yukari, but he doesn't. Obviously, probably because the friends from way back, so he didn't want to kill him. Yeah. So after the fight, Yukari goes off, and we later on find out that he saves the little kid from the explosion that happens at the end of the episode. But yeah, as far as the fight concerned, there wasn't really much of a fight, and I expected more from it. So moving on, we see the Silver King come face to face with the Green King, and that's where we find out Neko's past. Now, Neko's past was a disappointment from way back in the early episodes when I find out, oh my gosh, there was more to Neko. I was expecting some serious backstory which improved Neko's worth as a character in the season of K, but we didn't get that. We got like a little paragraph of text and like a 10-second clip. All there is to Neko's past is that she survived the last Damocles down, and because of that, that's how she got her powers, and she lost her memory. She had to manipulate her memory and live as a cat. Don't really understand how, I mean, not how, but why that had to be the case. It also doesn't explain how the Green King knew all of this. So there is still questions about Neko's past. We didn't get much on it, like it's just left more questions. The answer left more questions. So I was disappointed about that. As the episode moves on, we found that what the Reds were doing were getting into position for Anna's attack basically, and Anna's attack opened up a path from the sky to where the slates were, and we find out that the Silver King's plan is to cause a controlled Damocles down to destroy the slates, sorry, and that's what he does. He raises his vitamin power up to its max, and then, or I should say, to its limit, and then the sword drops, and obviously the Green King is trying to stop this from happening, but he's not able to do that. So the slates are destroyed, and because the slates are destroyed, everyone loses their powers. So obviously, because we know that the Green King has been living off the slate's powers, he's automatically dead. So the Grey King comes. You find out that the Grey King wasn't killed by the Blue King, and he comes back down, and he's destroying the base. He's told all the rest of the Green Clan members to go, to escape, to whatever, and he's just there to die with the Green King. He wants to die with the Green King basically, and that's what happens. Because everyone has now lost their powers, Minakata has lost his powers as well, and so therefore he does not die. He is able to live through he's able to prevent his Damocles down and survive. And I didn't see that in particular coming, but I had a feeling that he wasn't going to die in the series. I just had a feeling that he wasn't going to die. It would have been too much of a repeat of season one, so I'm glad he didn't die. Because Shiro has also lost his powers, he can no longer stay in the body that he's in, because that's not his original body. So at the end of the episode, we see him leave the body, and Shiro, like the real Shiro, come back, and he's like, "Who are you guys? Who are you guys?" And that's everything that happens in the episode. After the credits, we get a little scene, and that scene is basically for us to see that Neko has now joined the school, and somehow Shiro has come back in his original body. I think that was a bad move. I think this end credit scene was a bad move, and it should have left things off where they ended, as the episode ended, before the credits, obviously, and that would have made things better. Obviously, it would have left questions open, like how can Shiro possibly come back, and like leave fans hoping and speculating on how there can be a season 3. But because of this end credit season, end credit scene, it's probably safe to assume that K, the main story, is done. We might get some sort of spin off. I heard that there was a high school manga spin off of K. But yeah, we might get something on that. But as far as I'm concerned, I do see the main story as done. Obviously, we could go back and see what happened, but for now, I'm just really thinking, how is it possible that Shiro came back? At first, I thought maybe when he left the body, he went back to his original body, but then I remembered the blimp crashed down, and then it was probably somewhere within the green space, so that probably got destroyed in the body, and assuming that his original body was on this blimp, that would have got destroyed as well. So just to quickly summarize everything I said, this episode was a disappointment. The fight between Black Dog and Yukari was a disappointment. Nico's past was a disappointment. The fact that Shiro magically came back at the very end, this with like not even an explanation, disappointment. Even the fact that Shiro and the Green King didn't really have a fight, disappointment. The fact that it was a season finale, disappointment. And I know I previously said that how they could flashback, and we found out how Shiro actually is now alive. But once looking at it again, I realized it doesn't seem like much time has passed since the end credit scene and the end of the episode. So there wouldn't be much of a season to flashback to. So yeah, for that reason, I'm only going to give this episode 2.5-star rating. But like always, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And most importantly, take care, have a nice day.